Hi, I'm Jana Leigh, and welcome to Ask Jana Leigh. As the Diddy saga continues, let's take a look at all the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. Let's go back to November 16th, 2023, when he was sued by singer and dancer Cassie, his former partner, who alleged years of abuse. It was filed under the New York Adult Survivors Act, which just before it expired. This act offered a 1-year window for adult victims of sexual assault or SA to come forward with civil claims regardless of the statute of limitations. So we all know what happened there. She filed a lawsuit. It was settled within 24 hours. The next lawsuit was filed by Derek Lee Cardello Smith. A lawsuit filed by Derek Lee, 51, an inmate who claims Combs drugged and essayed him at a party 30 years ago, according to court documents obtained by Detroit's Metro Times. Now, I talked about this in the previous video, and it was filed on September the 9th, which he was awarded a $100 million default judgment after Combs failed to appear for a virtual hearing. Virtual. He didn't even have to be in the court physically. Virtual hearing. How he messed that up, I don't know. But a Lena County Circuit Court judge set up a payment schedule of $10 million per month for Combs, slated to start October the 1st. Dang, and this man in jail right now. How is he going to pay this? In the most recent lawsuit against Combs, filed on February 26, 2024, in New York, producer Rodney Little Rod Jones alleged he was subjected to unwanted advances by associates of Diddy at his direction, and that he was forced to engage in relations with workers Combs had hired. The producer, who worked for Combs between September 2022 and November 2023, claimed Combs harassed, drugged, and threatened him for more than a year. He said he has video and audio evidence of Combs, his staff, and others engaging in serious illegal activity. Identified rapper 50 Cent's former girlfriend and the mother of one of his children, Daphne Joy, as one of the alleged workers. The lawsuit also alleges that Combs regularly hosted certain parties, as you can see, with underage women and illegal drugs, and implies record label executives who look the other way financially benefited from access to celebrities and dignitaries, including the British royal Prince Harry. Get the fuck up out of here. Prince Harry is not accused of any wrongdoing or of attending parties himself. Joey Dickerson Neal. In November 2023, Joy Dickerson Neal filed a lawsuit against Combs that Combs drugged her, essayed her, and secretly recorded the assault while she was a college student in 1991. She claimed that Combs pushed her to go to dinner with him, and she agreed reluctantly on January 3rd, 1991, which is when she alleges she was drugged, resulting in her being in a physical state where she could not independently stand or walk. The suit also claims he recorded the assault and showed it to other people. Oh boy. More women come forward. Since November, 3 more women have come forward with lawsuits in the Southern District of New York alleging that they were essayed by Combs, according to NBC News. 2 of the women said they were teenagers at the time of the alleged assaults. In November, An anonymous plaintiff accused Combs and singer songwriter Aaron Hall of taking advantage of her and a friend in 1990 or 1991 after meeting at a MCA Records event in New York, where the singers were very flirtatious and handsy and offered them drinks, the Rolling Stone reported. The suit alleges that Combs and Hall invited the women to Hall's apartment for an after party where the plaintiff was offered more drinks and was coerced into having relations with Combs and was shocked and traumatized afterwards. Before Hall barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced Jane Doe to with him. After she spoke to her friend, the plaintiff allegedly found out she had also been forced to have relations with Combs and Hall in another room. Ooh, this is crazy. Y'all going down. You going down. Unnamed user accuser Unnamed accuser Jane Doe. In December, Combs was hit with another lawsuit which claimed he had drugged and gang R, a 17-year-old girl in 2003. The plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, accused Combs of plying her with drugs and alcohol at his New York studio and then R-wording her along with two associates. This is crazy. This is crazy. In May, after the shocking CCTV footage of Combs attacking Cassie was published, former model Crystal McKinney filed a new lawsuit claiming the rapper essayed her at his recording studio in New York City in 2003. McKinney said she was a successful 22-year-old model when she met Combs at a restaurant during Men's Fashion Week in Manhattan. Combs invited her to his recording studio later that night, according to the federal complaint filed in New York City. The lawsuit alleged that McKinney arrived to find Combs drinking and smoking marijuana and several other men. She smoked some, which she later came to understand was laced with a narcotic or intoxicating substance. She alleged that Combs led her to the bathroom where she was forced to perform on him. Here we go again. Days after McKinney's lawsuit was filed, April Lampros, who met Diddy while she was a student, claimed Diddy essayed her multiple times between 1995 and the early 2000s. Lampros said she met the rapper in 1994 while she was a college student at a fashion institute and technology in New York and interning at Arista. After meeting her at a bar in New York, she succumbed to pressure to drink alcohol after delusional and violent outbursts, according to the federal complaint filed in New York City. Lampros claims she began to feel like the walls were closing in on her after sipping her drink, and Combs escorted her back to a hotel. The lawsuit alleged Combs took advantage of her despite her protest. Miss Lampros was being R-word by Mr. Combs, and she soon passed out. That is crazy. And it just keeps going. In September of this year, Dawn Richard, of a former bandmate, accused the music mogul of carrying out years of physical and sexual abuse against her and others while the two worked together, according to a lawsuit filed in New York federal court describing allegations dating back to 2009. So them early 2000s was his heyday. Like, that's when he was really just into it. This is crazy. She accuses Combs of withholding payment for work on albums, groping her, making lewd comments, attempting to strike her, throwing household items at her. You bitch. Ooh. He is low down. Low down. Hosting parties where inebriated young girls were violated, withholding food and other basic necessities during recording, and making death threats when Dawn tried to intervene in alleged abuse against Combs' longtime girlfriend, Cassie. Sean Combs has strongly denied all accusation against him and vowed to fight for his name, his family, and for the truth. Boy, you going down. This is just too many. This is like every month a new one pops up. He's going down. And I hope they take whoever been helping him, because he did not do this by himself. Whoever is helping him, you going down too. For nearly a year, Combs has faced a series of civil lawsuits that accuse him of SA, R word, and misconduct. Now, federal prosecutors have brought criminal charges against him. The feds have brought charges against him. So you know he about to go down. Combs has been charged with trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution after a federal grand jury in New York chose to bring an indictment against him. He is accused of running a criminal enterprise that consisted of his associates, employees, and the influence of his business empire to coerce, control, and abuse female victims. That includes trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, according to the indictment. He's going down. He is going down. In an indictment unsealed on Tuesday morning, federal prosecutors allege Combs and his associates threatened, abused, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires. That alleged including forcing victims into engaging in recorded sexual activity, which he referred to as freak-offs. He's going down. He is going down. What do y'all think of all these lawsuits? Comment below and follow for more. Thanks for watching.